A detective is a private investigator who can be engaged by individuals, companies and governments to carry out various investigations. As a detective, you may have to deal with different types of assignments, depending on the client. Think, for example, of tracing missing persons, spying on people and asset investigations, such as investigations into insurance fraud, benefit fraud or embezzlement cases. Another name for a detective is sometimes also called a private detective. Within the Netherlands, there are quite a lot of detectives working, who may have to deal with different types of assignments. In many cases, these are investigations that are not investigated by the police by default, because there is too little evidence, for example, or because the investigations have nothing to do with the general security interest. It is possible that the police will be called in at a later time if sufficient leads or evidence have been found by the detective. A detective generally has a lot to do with civil and criminal investigations. When most people think of the detective profession, they quickly think of exciting action, such as spying on adulterous wives and chasing crooks. Yet this is not entirely the reality, because most detectives are more likely to be called in for more normal matters, such as tracking down people or to uncover fraud. A detective is a private investigator who may only work as a private detective in the Netherlands if the detective has a license. The profession of detective has no further professional protection, but not everyone can just work as a detective. A detective must have a license and comply with the law, private security organizations, and detective agencies to be allowed to work as a detective.